Well, we are approaching the front door of Francesca Anderson Fine Art. I'm delighted to show you the exhibit of our 36 almost miniature show. We have 45 artists in the show on 2 floors. And one thing I just wanted to mention, that of course we do wear masks, and we ask you to as well, and we give you our hand sanitizer. We also open all the windows so that there's good air ventilation when people are here. Okay, let's go in. So, this is Francesca. This is me showing you the exhibit. I'm happy to show you each and every painting, each and every print. And I also wanted to say, if I don't stay long enough on one particular painting or print, please let me know, email me, and I'd be happy to send you photos of a couple prints or a couple paintings that you like the look of, but I didn't stay long enough in the video. So, oh, and we also can bring you paintings to your home, paintings and prints to your home within a reasonable distance. We can do that after we close on Sundays, and I need them back Tuesday evening. I could come get them Tuesday evening because we reopen Wednesday mornings. So beginning here, we have a wonderful collection. These are 4 Linda Demers pictures. She has given us fabulous farm scenes on the bottom. This is Codman Farm by Linda Demers. We have First Root Farm by Linda Demers. Wonderful. These are really terrific. First Root Farm. Then she's given us Food, Celery, and Cantaloupe by Linda Demers. Look at this cantaloupe. I mean, doesn't it look juicy and moist and yummy? Makes me want to scrape off those seeds and eat it right away. Cantaloupe Slice by Linda Demers. Now we have 2 fabulous pastels by Dave Kophammer. He can paint water like nobody else in pastel that I've known of. The top painting is called Summer Sparkle. It's received the Director's Choice Award. Look at that great water. Dave Kophammer, Summer Sparkle. Down below we have Lakeside, Dave Kophammer. These are all discounted like the rest of the show is. We just haven't had a chance to put the discount prices up. These 2 are by Gerald Lubeck. The bottom one is Cute as a Button, Baby Lamb. And we can discount them more if you want to ask, just ask me. This is Gentle Surf by Gerald Lubeck. Now we have 2 fabulous Fred McNeil paintings, giving you an overview of 2 great Fred McNeils. He's been with the gallery for many years. I know the bottom one is of Canada. It's Lake Louise in Canada. Lake Louise, Fred McNeil. The top one he calls High Sentinel. Beautiful. That may be Canada, I'm not sure. Isn't that great? Fred McNeil, High Sentinel. Then we're lucky to have 4 Matt Brown prints. He is the best of the best in printmaking. He's incredible. He is the top of his field in woodblock print. This top one is Smarts by Moonlight. Great snow scene, little baby one. Smarts by Moonlight, Matthew Brown, Matt Brown. Then we have Great Blue Heron. Fabulous. Look at the designs in that. Isn't that incredible? Great Blue Heron by Matt Brown. Then below, we have one of his best, Kearsarge from Eagle Pond. So Kearsarge Mountain from Eagle Pond. Now look at the designs in here, people. Look at the sky. Look at the wonderful swirling sky. Look at the pond, the stillness of the pond in the foreground, but little ripples, and then look at this great little cabin. This is one of his best. This is really great. I own Matt Browns, and I've given them as gifts. My daughter has a bunch of Matt Browns. Kearsarge from Eagle Pond. And we have a little baby one. Riverbend Farm. Looks like corn is being grown. We have a farmer with his cows. Riverbend Farm. Matt Brown. And then going up by the front door again, we have fabulous Morris Platice. Oh, Morris is just amazing. He is just incredible. This is an acrylic on canvas. Morris can do anything. He can do acrylics on canvas. He can do pen and ink on paper. He can paint summer, winter, fall, spring. This is a wonderful summer scene that he loves to do with the post and rail fence. Isn't that lovely? The light on the post and rail fence. He calls it End of Day. Morris Platice. This is a pastel by Cindy Crimmen. A wonderful urn filled with flowers. Cindy Crimmen. These are discounted. As I said, we just haven't had a chance to put the discount prices on yet. This is the coming into the main part of the gallery. A small room, large room. This is our Colonial Times ad and the article on the show. Starting to the right, we have a wonderful Meryl French. Meryl can paint cities, she can paint anything. She's given us butterflies on this one painting. On the River Stour, it's in England. It's a river scene. Looks like a canal, but it's a river. Meryl French. And we have one of her 3 butterflies. She's called them Butterfly 1, 2, and 3. Butterflies fly everywhere. You never see them still, but you can have a beautiful butterfly here in your home. If you get this. Butterfly 3 by Meryl French. Then we have a fabulous open water downstream painting by Will Sillen. This is called Open Water Downstream. Look at the water in this. Isn't this exquisite? You can hear lap, lap, lap. Open Water Downstream by Will Sillen. Next to it is a Judy York. She's given us 3 wonderful paintings. This is on the invitation. 3 wonderful animals with their babies. The mama elephant and the baby elephant. Love the way the mama elephant's trunk goes towards the baby and the baby elephant's trunk goes towards the mama. She calls it Serengeti Sunshine. And we have another fabulous Will Sillen. We've put this on the invitation as well. This is called Island Life. Now, oftentimes an artist will succeed or pay more attention to one area instead of another area, and one area will be more prominent. Well, this is strong in that the 3 main areas of this painting, the sky, the middle ground, and the foreground, the water, are all strong, incredibly strong. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? This is called Island Life by Will Sillen. Next to it, we have 2 Meryl French butterflies, wonderful gold frames. The one on the top, I put on the invitation. Love the golden color of the sky. Look at the shadow. Isn't that great? Again, you can just always have a fabulous butterfly in your home. His brother down below. The top one is called Butterfly 1. The bottom one is Butterfly 2. Coming around the corner, we have 3 fabulous paintings. 2 Judy Yorks, one at the top, one at the bottom, and a fabulous Will Sillen in the middle. The top Judy York is called Top of the World. Mama goat and baby goat. I love the way their legs are all bent underneath themselves. You can almost sort of feel the knuckles of their legs hitting the stone. Top of the World by Judy York. And we have the Wilsillin. I put these three together because the goats could almost be in this mountain range. And Will has called it We Cannot Stay Here by Wilsillin. And beneath it we have Judy York's fabulous polar bear, mama polar bear and baby polar bear. I love the way the baby polar bear is tucked under his or her mama's stomach. Look at the sun on the mama polar bear's face and on her shoulder, and look at the sun on the baby polar bear's, the left side of the face, and look at the sun on the snow and the shadow on the snow. I mean, how these artists can paint this is just mind-boggling to me. New Day for Play, Judy York. And then continuing down, we have three up at the top here. Trying to give you an overview. This is not that easy. How can I give you an overview? Okay, we have three Diane Sawyers. Two at the top are water scenes. This one is called Swirling Eddies by Diane Sawyer. It is just that. Look at the water rushing. Swirling Eddies by Diane Reed Sawyer. Then we have Roaring Brook by Diane. Roaring Brook, isn't that great? You can almost hear the water going over those boulders. Roaring Brook by Diane Sawyer. And beneath that we have Queen Anne's Lace, which happens to be my favorite flower. We have a field beyond, mountains, and look at that blue and white sky. I mean, that's the way the sky was today. Incredible. Queen Anne's Lace by Diane Reed Sawyer. Now we have almost a Karen Roop wall. Pretty much. We have 7 Karen Roop paintings. It's being shared a little bit by Anne-Marie Gillette. The first Karen Denstead Roop painting. She's called Last Light, number 2. Wonderful setting sun. Last Light, number 2. Next to it we have Walden Way, which is of course a walk on the edge of Walden Pond. Look at those great shadows of the tree trunks. Isn't that wonderful? And then you can just see the water through the trees. Walden Way by Karen Denstead Roop. Shadows and Sheep. Great shadows on this red barn. I've also put this on the invitation. Great sheep way in the distance there. Shadows and Sheep by Karen Roop. And then we have Meadow Meandering, which is just lovely. I should have asked her where this is. Wonderful meadow in the background, wonderful water in the foreground. Meadow Meandering. Underneath we have one of the calmest, most lovely paintings in the show. Nowadays, calm is really a huge benefit. This is called River at Rest. Can't you just picture that you're on a fairly high boat on this river? River at Rest by Karen Denstead Roop. Now next to it we have 2 wonderful Anne-Marie Gillettes. Anne-Marie does hand-painted and hand-cut artist tape on panel. So the first one is called Botanical with Morning Glory. So there's the blue Morning Glory. Each piece is put on by hand. She has probably 30 or 40 rolls of white tape that she then paints each roll a different color, blue, pink, green, orange, yellow, and cuts whatever color she wants to use at the time and literally puts on each leaf, each petal by hand. And see the white stamens, I think they're called, that are on top of the blue petals. She puts those on by hand. The stems are put on by hand. They're not connected. The petals are put on by hand and the stems and the leaves. Unbelievable. Botanical with Morning Glory. She gave us a wonderful demonstration here at the gallery last year. Mandala number 139, Anne-Marie Gillette. 2 more Karen Roops. Wonderful Bright Berries in Concord. Very cheerful. Bright Berries in the Snow. Bright Berries in Concord. Twilight Grazing. Another farm with more wonderful sheep. Twilight Grazing, Karen Roop. These are on sale. Everything's on sale. We just haven't had a chance to put, I should say, everything under $150 and under is not. Everything $152 and up has a discount. Hope that made sense. So in other words, the Anne-Marie Gillettes are not discounted. Mandala number 99. It's a wonderful one with very intricate, tiny flowers. Again, put on by hand. I'm just in awe of what she does. Mandala number 26. This would be a great gift to give a child, no matter, well, probably older than 10, because they could try their hand at doing this. Mandala number 26, Anne-Marie Gillette. Okay, moving over. Can say hi to my cows by Woody Jackson, great Vermont artist. I should give you an overview of this nice big wall. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 artists in this main wall. So on the right we have Robin Frizella pastels. This top one blows my mind. Can't you just feel the fuzz on this peach, or both peaches actually, but the one especially in the foreground, I can really feel the fuzz on this one. She calls this Warm and Fuzzy, Robin Frizella. This is also magnificent. I don't know which is better. It's not an orange. The name just slipped me, but the leaves look so soft and shiny, and the bowl in the back looks very Delft, the blue and white bowl. Orange Compliment by Robin Frizella. Now we have 2 more pastels by Cindy Crimmen this time. Cindy Crimmen's on the top. It's called Wayside Rest Stop. Beautiful, glorious golden tree. So you could have this wonderful fall foliage all year round if you were to get this painting. Wayside Rest Stop, Cindy Crimmen. Underneath it is Normandy Beach, because it's a beech tree that she's painted, or I guess it is one big beech tree, not several behind this one in the foreground. Now this is in Normandy, France. The road, the field, the trees. I just think this is one of her best, for sure, without a doubt. Normandy Beach, Cindy Crimmen. Now we have the master, Maurice Plotys. I continue to be so grateful that he shows with us. Maurice Plotys can do anything. These are his marine paintings. He's given us 5 marine paintings. But as I said before, he can do landscapes. He can do pen and inks on paper. This top one, Low Tide on the Bay, is just that. It's low tide. Sweet little sailboat waiting for the water to come in. Low Tide on the Bay, Maurice Plotys. In the center is an incredible painting. I think it is one of his best because it's got everything. It's got the water, it's got his trees, it's got the sky, It's got a beautiful schooner, all full sail. And it's called Welcome because of these two cute people that are welcoming the schooner, saying hi. Welcome to our wonderful part of the world. Welcome by Maras Batais. And on the bottom is Heading Out, a fishing boat, which must be heading out in the morning for its daily catch. Looks like it's in Maine, probably like all three of these are. Heading out. And then we have two baby platises. This one is called Cats. One very sweet lady said, "Where are the cats in the painting called Cats?" And I said, well, they're catamaran boats. She thought they were feline cats, which is very sweet. Cats by Maras Batais. And then its mate over here is called The Bay, which is again one of his masterpieces. Look at the sailboat tilting so much it looks like it's gonna, it's not calling falling over, it's listing. It's listing so hard that it looks like it's gonna go. I'm forgetting my sailing terms. The Bay by Maras Batais. Wonderful, incredible. I mean, look how little this is. The frame says it's 5 by 7, so the image is 4 by 6, 4 inches by 6. Crazy good. Two more Cindy Crimmins pastels. Wonderful one on the top is called Summer Cool. Just that, the cool shade being given by this wonderful tree and then the great lavenders in the background. Summer Cool. Cindy Crimmin. This, I think, is one of her best. She calls it Emerald and Gold. Look at the water, the reflection of the water, the reflection of the trees in the water. I mean, that is perfectly painted, just perfectly painted. Perfect. Emerald and Gold by Cindy Crimmin. To the left of that, we have two more Robin Frizellas, two fabulous Robin Frizellas. The one on the top, a pear and an apple. She calls it All Wrapped Up. Actually, it looks like they've just become unwrapped, but they were all wrapped up. All Wrapped Up by Robin Frizella. And then we have this lovely pastel called Silver Platter. Look at the reflection of the apple in the platter and of the white pitcher in the platter. Amazing. These artists are so talented. Silver Platter by Robin Frizella. And then continuing on, we have a wonderful pastel corner. We have 5 Dave Kopphammers to the right. The top Dave Kopphammer is called Sunbeams on the Road. Just that, wonderful sun at the end of that road. Sunbeams on the Road, Dave Kopphammer. Then we have New England Fall. Wonderful, wonderful tree, golden tree. In the center is Creek Light, one of my favorites. I actually own a Dave Kopphammer water painting or stream, river stream. Creek Light. Again, these are all on sale. So Creek Light would be the same price as Autumn Afternoon, since they're both $375. This would be $318. We just haven't had a chance to do all the labels of all the paintings yet. I have a wonderful brand new assistant. This is Autumn Afternoon, which I think is one of the best ones in the show. And it's perfect for a pandemic because it shows a road where we all go, but it doesn't show any people, devoid of people, which is kind of what we're going through now. No cars, no people walking, but it's beautiful. It's sunny and it's warm and the shadows, and it's cheerful even though it's empty of people. Again, for me, it's a very calm, wonderful painting. Autumn Afternoon by Dave Kopphammer. And then to the left of it, we have Dappled Light, a similar road, or it could be the same road from a different angle. Wonderful light coming through. Dappled Light, Dave Kopphammer. We have 5 Janet Schwartz pastels. Fabulous. Now the one on the top is amazing, very different, very cool. Okay, you're sitting in the front seat of a car. It's pouring rain. There are lots of cars in front of you on the road. And she's managed to make this scene beautiful. That's a lot of talent to make a scene like this beautiful. So next time you're stuck in the car with lots of cars in front of you and it's pouring rain, think of this wonderful pastel and you can come get it here. Janet Schwartz, up close and personal. Certainly is up close and personal. Underneath, warm gray roof, just that. Sweet little barn with sun. To the right, we have snail mail. Obvious mailboxes. I wonder if this will become a relic of the past. I don't know. What do you think? Snail mail. To the right of that, we have dusk. Another road painting. Janet Schwartz. Again, these are all 15% discounted. Sunflower explosion, which is just that. Look at all the sunflowers. Great. Sunny, warm, great shadows on the walkway. Sunflower explosion, Janet Schwartz. Okay, now we have wonderful flower paintings. On the right are 3 Mary Rose O'Connells, and on the left are 3 Anne Marie Gillettes. On the right, we have at the top, Yellow Rose by Mary Rose O'Connell. She really can paint flowers beautifully. Isn't that great? The light coming through the yellow petals. Yellow Rose by Mary Rose O'Connell. This one was, or is, Rose Garden Sketch, but it's gone. This is the one that sold, and they really wanted to give it as a gift and not wait till the end of the show, which is what we usually ask for. Rose Garden Sketch, Mary Rose O'Connell. And then Apricot Rose, beautiful, beautiful peachy apricot-y color. Apricot Rose, Mary Rose O'Connell. Then to the left, we have 3 Anne Marie Gillettes. The one on the top is on the invitation. Botanical with Lily, Anne Marie Gillette. Again, I can't help but repeat. I'll try not to bore you, but look at each piece of grass. That is a single piece of artist tape that she has cut and put on by hand. Not to mention the petals, not to mention the leaves, all put on by hand. Botanical with Lily, Anne Marie Gillette. Her mandala number 109, wonderful oranges, echoed from above, Anne Marie Gillette. Mandala number 42, great red hearts in the center. Someone should give this to their love because you do see red hearts right in the center. Mandala number 42. Then we have a corner of gallery wrapped paintings by 2 different artists. I put them together not just because they're gallery wrapped, but because the theme also seems to go together. First, on the bottom, we have Catherine Lloyd's fabulous diptych. Overview. Catherine Lloyd's diptych. Again, this is one of the most calm, lovely, pastoral, beautiful paintings. The diptych shows a forest, and there are very gentle blues and pink flowers down on the ground, also up above. She calls it Sparse Florist, Catherine Lloyd. On the top, I've put birds because I would expect birds to be flying above this beautiful sparse forest. Sparse forest. That's hard to say. On the right, we have Mr. Owl by Judy Volkman. Look at those great owl's eyes. We have Black-Capped Chickadee by Judy Volkman. And we have Professor Snowy Owl. Very learned looking owl, isn't he? Very smart. Professor Snowy Owl. And there's great impasto with the oils. The oils are on panel, of course. She's painted the sides, as has Catherine Lloyd. That's what gallery wrap means, no frame. The canvas or the paint has been wrapped around the sides. At the bottom, we have 3 Annie Crowder paintings. Annie Crowder is a well-known bird artist. She lives in Michigan. She was in our Birds, Flowers, and Gardens show. When she sent me these images and she asked me if I wanted them, I said, yes, definitely. And I asked a stupid question. I said, why are they called titmouse trio? And she said, for the titmouse bird, the tufted titmouse in the center, sitting on the fence. So these can be sold separately, the wonderful yellow flowers of Titmouse Trio by Annie Crowder. Titmouse Trio with the actual bird on it, Titmouse Trio. And then the wonderful red and pink flowers by Annie Crowder, Titmouse Trio. And then on top, I've put 3 Judy Volkman birds again, because they would definitely be flying above. On the right, Northern Cardinal Wizard. He looks very smart, doesn't he? By Judy Volkman. Braveheart, wonderful cardinal here, a little larger. Judy Volkman's Braveheart Cardinal. And then we have Northern Cardinal Purple Sky. Awesome purple sky. Great eye. They both have great eyes here, these 2 cardinals. These would make a great pair for someone's home. Northern Cardinal Purple Sky, Judy Volkman. Now we have a corner or a niche of paintings by Sam Sloan, otherwise known as Samantha Sloan, giving you an overview here. 4 wonderful small Sam Sloan paintings. She's given us food. On the top is Ruby 3. Look at those mini tomatoes, or tomatoes. Look at them. I mean, look at the shadows of the stems and the, I don't know what those green pointy things are that hold the tomatoes. Ruby 3, Samantha Sloan. Now she's called this foursome Ruby 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is Ruby 1, pomegranate seeds with wonderful pomegranate juice. If you love pomegranate, you should get this. Ruby 1, Samantha Sloan. Ruby 3, underneath it is Ruby 4, which has 5 mini tomatoes. The top one has 4 mini tomatoes. Look at the drops of water that she's painted. Incredible, guys. Incredible. Ruby 4 by Sam Sloan, otherwise known as Samantha Sloan. And then we have Ruby 2. I don't know which are better. These all 4 are just amazing. If you love strawberries, you've got to get this one. A full strawberry, a strawberry cut in half, a strawberry cut in a quarter. Wonderful water drops. Again, the strawberry looks wet. The cut one looks wet. The 3D one looks just sort of, I don't know, moist. Ruby 2, Samantha Sloan. Now these are 2 larger Sam Sloan paintings, 2 still lifes. On the top is called Lilies with White Teacup, which is just that. Wonderful white frame, white cloth, white teacup, white lilies. Wonderful porcelain teacup. You can see the, not the engraving, but the painting. Now I did ask her, I said, Sam, this is beautiful, but can you tell me about the insects? And she said in the pandemic, she looked at a lot of her favorite artists, 17th century Dutch still life painters. 17th century Dutch still life painters put a lot of insects in their still lifes. A lot of 8-legged, 6-legged creatures. So this is her homage to 17th century Dutch painting. Lilies with White Teacup. Beneath it is Merlot with Pearls, Samantha Sloan. Now, I don't know which is better. I mean, the satin, red satin is, of course, exquisite. The glass is just a pièce de résistance, but the wine inside the glass is totally wet and totally real, to me, anyway. This is wonderful. Samantha Sloan Merlot with pearls. And then around the corner, we have Longfellow Bridge Under the Stars. I'll give you a quick overview of this wall. To the right is Longfellow Under the Stars, which is just that, Longfellow Bridge. Sky, the bridge, the water. I don't know which is better. This is a very strong painting. Longfellow Under the Stars by Richard Brady. We're very lucky to have Richard's work here in the gallery. Two Cindy House paintings. Cindy House is normally a pastel artist, but she's tried something different. She's given us two acrylics. This is called Long Time Till Spring. See the little mallard? Long Time Till Spring, Cindy House. Beneath it is Autumn Marsh Colors, Cindy House. Now we have four incredible gouache on paper miniatures. These are not almost miniatures, these are real miniatures. So we have Kobalzer Zellertal. This is a German village. The artist is Christian Rizky. He's from Belgium. This is gouache on paper, guys. I'm trying to give you a detail. I don't know how he does it. I've heard that miniature artists do paint with magnifying glasses around their heads. But what's extraordinary is Christian Rizky is self-taught. This is Trienne-sur-Varion, a Belgian village. Water in the foreground, Trienne-sur-Varion. Oster Spy, a little German village by a river, by Christian Rizky. And then on the right is Altalis. This is on the invitation. The mountains range is real, but the foreground is his design, his invention. Christian Rizky, I mean, really, this is amazing. This is a gouache, a gouache, which is like a thick watercolor. We have magnifying glasses on purpose so people can look at them through the magnifying glass. On the top we have Innocence by Richard Brady. Wonderful oil on canvas. Actually, this is oil on panel, even though it says canvas on the label. On the top is Innocence. And this is a wonderful garden by Richard Brady. Below, On the Rocks, Richard Brady. And to the right, another Richard Brady, one of his masterpieces. If you love Boston, you've got to get this. This is the Boston Common. George Washington statue with ornamental shrubs, Richard Brady. Now we have three wonderful Carabigda watercolors. These are watercolors, people. Look at these three. They do not look like watercolors, they look like oils. So on the left is a hydrangea arrangement in a white pitcher by Carabigda. Dutch hydrangea, Carabigda. Glowing Grapes is the title of this one. I mean, look, the grapes are glowing, people. They are glowing. Somebody's got to buy this, it's amazing. Glowing Grapes by Carabigda. Beneath it we have cherries in a mason jar, one that didn't quite fit in. I don't know if he's lonely on the outside or happy that he's on the outside. Did you know that I animate things? Outside Looking In by Carabigda. Okay, this Robin Frizella I think is, I mean, all of her paintings are fabulous, but I think this is a notch above I don't know which is better, the lemon wedge or the reflection of the lemon wedge. This is pastel, not oil. This is pastel. Incredible. Lemon Reflection by Robin Frizella. Now we have 3 wonderful Linda Demers paintings. I showed you her 4 from the front door, the 2 farms and the 2 pieces of paintings of food. This is food as well, except the flowers. Did you ever hear of the painting that sold, the duct tape banana painting? It was in New York City at auction. It was literally a banana duct taped to a panel that was framed, and it was vertical, and it was about 4 feet tall, maybe 5 feet high. It sold for $120,000 in New York at auction. I don't know if it was Christie's. It might have been Christie's. It was a very reputable auctioneer. This is Linda Demers' version of duct tape banana. And the funny thing about it, somebody came and ate the banana, you may have read, and duct taped the peel, left the empty peel. That sold for $80,000, people. Okay, to the right of this, we have duct tape carrots. Wonderful color arrangement that she's placed. The orange, the dark, deeper orange, the red, the yellow. Duct tape carrots, Linda Demers. I can hear the crunch when you bite into those carrots. And then wonderful duct tape poppies. She's arranged these beautifully too. They will never fade. You will not have to water them. Duct tape poppies by Linda Demers. Okay, now I'm going to show you down below. I'm going to show you the paintings that are along the stairs as we go down below. Okay, well here's the view from above of the paintings on the stairs going down to the lower level. I'll show you all these wonderful, some are almost miniatures, some are miniatures. The 2 here at the top are Carol Way Wood. She's amazing what she can do. These are watercolors. This is a girl raccoon. She's showing what it's like to have kindness. It's called Kindness. Below is a boy raccoon, and he's showing what it's like to have courage. Kindness by Carol Way Wood. Courage by Carol Way Wood. And next to it is a wonderful little mouse. It's called Star Wrangler Felix. He's just caught a star. He has one in his pocket already. This one is probably for the other pocket. Watercolors, aren't these wonderful? Star Wrangler Felix, Carol Way Wood. Now we have 4 Christian Rizkis, also with a magnifying glass. These are gouache on paper, just like the ones above. Gouache on paper, incredible, incredible. This one is called Le Quai Vert. It's in Bruges, Christian Rizki. These are on sale, but we just don't have the labels showing the sale price yet. Next to it is a group of German buildings. Heigerterau House in Rothenburg, Christian Rizki. Beneath it is a wonderful Mediterranean scene. Palm trees, gouache on paper. Sao Vicente or Vicente, Christian Rizki. These are all discounted. And then we have a incredible German scene of a German town in Rothenburg. I mean, look at the window boxes. Look at the sign. Incredible. Markstrom in Rothenburg by Christian Rizki. Also discounted. Now we have 6 Scherenschnitte. 2, 4, and 6. Scherenschnitte means scissor cutting. Scheren is cut. Schnitte is scissors. This is one piece of paper cut, one piece of paper, all connected, and put on top of black paper. The border is part of the painting. The border was not put on after. The border is part of the painting. So The Lion and the Lamb is the top one by Claudia Hopf. Her husband and now her son does the frame, Perry Hopf. Hand-stained frames, they're all different. This is a little girl with her 2 geese. One piece of paper, people. Goose Girl by Claudia Hopf. I don't know which she does. I think she must cut the paper and then do the watercolor, because I think to do the watercolor and then cut the paper would be hard. One piece of paper. See the giraffe and their legs and the birds and the border. It's all part of one piece of paper and then put on top of black paper. See the windows and the arc? That's because of 3 holes. And it's not Bremen 10 Musicians, I'm sorry. It's Noah's Ark by Claudia Hopf, but it's same price, $95. And this is a schooner by Claudia Hopf. Schooner. It is for a sailor. Now we have Bremen 10 Musicians. We have the donkey, the dog, the cat, and the rooster. One piece of paper, people. Incredible. Put on top of black paper so it all pops out. Hand-stained frames. Claudia Hopf. Blue Jay by Claudia Hopf. Now we have 5 quilled pieces by Sandra White. Quilling is, the butterfly, or the moth in this case, she cut the outline of the moth, and then she's filled the outline with all these pieces of quilled paper. Quilled paper is very, very narrow, like a 1/16 of an inch, and probably, at least a foot, at least 12 inches. And it's rolled into a roll and then pressed into different shapes. And she fills whatever animal or bird that she wants to create with these pressed quilled pieces. Here's a frog. Maybe you can see it better with the blue quilled pieces than the green quilled paper. Luna Moth by Sandra White. Her Frog by Sandra White. We have a Silk Moth by Sandra White. And then we have Panda, a little bit bigger. I think you can see the white quilling in his head. Hard to see the black quilling. All those round shapes are one piece of paper that's been wound around and then pressed and strung to create forms. I mean, it's just incredible. Panda by Sandra White. And then we have another Luna Moth, which matches the one above. Luna Moth, Sandra White. Okay, almost coming down below. We have 3 more pieces, the bottom of the stairs, giving you an overview. Wonderful gold frames. The top and the bottom are by Rebecca Blanchard. Top one is called Lupine Fields. Rebecca Blanchard. Bottom one is called Sunlit Lupine. Rebecca Blanchard. And in the center we have a great pastel of roses by Rosika Asensi. Roses by Rosika Asensi. Okay, I will show you the paintings down here next.